let's solve the problem for them. Let's dive into the effective EDGE. EDGE is an acronym. It's emptying, deciding, grouping, and executing. Let's walk through each of those steps of the effective EDGE and talk about how people can start changing their lives today. Let's talk about emptying.
Okay.
What is that?
Well, it's the idea that for every place we put something, and we have some natural collection points and we have some unnatural collection points. So email is designed as a collection point. It all goes there. We don't have to pick it up from anywhere. It just all collects there. And our job is to go and empty that. So it's a clearly defined collection point. And then we have some others like our voicemail system or voicemail systems. We have a paper inbox if we have a paper inbox. And by the way, if you don't have a paper inbox in your office, that would make your office your inbox. And you'll see that because people will walk in and not know where to put stuff and put it on your chair or put it on your keyboard or go walk around the hallway and find you to deliver that. And, you know, our wallets can be collection points because we put receipts there, and our back seats or trunks can be collection points because we put stuff there and say it's going to be, we're going to take that, we're going to return that item or we're going to go get that fixed. And so every collection point requires us to, of where information collects or actions collect that we have to then act on. It requires a certain amount of energy to keep those maintained and empty. And so the idea is to reduce the collection point so that it sort of streamlines our focus. So we recommend 4 of them. The first one is your email inbox. The second one is your voicemail. The third one is what's called a note-taking device, kind of a single note-taking device. So we don't recommend multiple ones, just a single one. And we recommend that one that you'll put in your briefcase, that you'll put in your handbag, that you'll take to fancy meetings, and you'll take and put by the bed stand at night so that you actually, if something comes up in your head, you can actually write it down and go back to sleep and get some good sleep. We've noticed lately that the phone is becoming another collection point, only in that texting is on the rise so much that people are having to have not only their voicemail for their office and their voicemail for the phone, but texting is in addition to that. So that's the collection place. And when we have narrow collection points or fewer collection points, it makes it easier for us to go back and process information and make good decisions from those simple collection points.
Well, and let's stick on collection points for a minute. First of all, our collection point, the inbox of our MLC at McCain.com, is starting to fill up. I think we have 6 now email questions, and we'll get to those in about, I'm going to say in about 15 minutes or so. We'll have your questions for Christina Randle. Talk to me about how you eliminate collection points. You've identified 4, email, voicemail, note-taking device, and the phone. How do we get rid of all of the rest and funnel everything into these 4?
I think, first of all, the first step is really recognizing which collection points you have. Some of us aren't even conscious. We do a process in the class about having people become aware, whether it's the stack of stuff on the desk at home, on top of the refrigerator, which used to be my mother's favorite. On the refrigerator, it might be our kids' schedules, in our wallets, in our trunks. And so one way is obviously to become aware, but the second one is, am I having to work extra hard to remind myself to go check those, or am I forgetting that I put that stuff there? So those would be sort of ways to sort of narrow or streamline the collection.
So once we have the collection points in order, the next phase then is to take what we've collected and make decisions based on what to do with it. And I love the example in the book about how many times you go back to the same email, read it 3 or 4 times, 5 or 6 times before you decide what to do with it. And you've got a method to eliminate all of that.